Saturday and a Sunday out Neisner side of the world. Joubert did in fact take the Lotus he sees with the Ferrari power plant out. He did qualify in pole, but I do believe that he's not actually going to be coming out of the pits to do the race as such. They're saving that car for the hill climb. A lot of work been done on the dyno, and well, I think a lot of work has been done on multi-million rand motor cars. Samoa hill climb coming up this weekend coming. So if you're anywhere near Neisner and you're enjoying what you're seeing here today, then I tell you what, make a turn and try and get to Samoa Hill Climb 2024. The 14th running over the 17 years since the beginning of Samoa.
Just have a look to see who's all out on track. There's quite a few of them. There's more cars out on track than what we had for the 100 kilometer 31 lap. A lot of cars weren't ready. Remember, for GTI Challenge, we've also got, and for Sports and GT, Byron, we've also got drivers that are campaigning at Swartkops for the SA Endurance Series, the 4-hour at Swartkops World of Motoring. Oompie Swart is one of them. He normally shares a car with Cara Hill in the class that they race in. So this is why we haven't got Yuri Oompie Swart out here today. And also, pity be missing Clinton Besaidenout. But he will be back, trust me. Well, they will both be back, hopefully, for the next one.
See Craig Jarvis out in the Janetta G57 that has entered this event, and we are the number 91 coming past our position at the moment. I know that initially Steve Humble was entered in the Malik, but it looks like he's out here in the Pilbeam. De Roos in his Porsche as well, the 3.8 litre.
I actually think you might be right with that one, that the initial entry was with a different car. I seem to think that I did see something during the course of the week on the group for a change of vehicle.
Won't be the only one today. A little bit later in the classic cars as well. We'll explain a little bit more there of the situation that Franco Donadio has found himself in. But we return, of course, to first this 10-lapper that will commence shortly. The safety car bringing them around. There's the Janetta. There ahead of him is the Humble, of course, Pilbeam. Francis Carruthers should be in the 69 Pilbeam. But I only see a solitary Pilbeam out there, if I look again.
Another interesting entry out there is Marco Retta. That is the leading car, according to the qualifying, for Class B. A lot of production work that has been done on that BMW, blindingly quick. I think that is the car that actually started its lifespan in Clubman's as such. And that car in the hands of Retta, now the front end of Class B. Panev, the front end of Class C. And the Nissan Z, the 99 in Class D of Lasmore, leading out Class D.
Well, having a look at Boyson's car there, the Origin oil all over that motor car. It looks very, very lovely indeed. The sponsor there on Philip Boyson's motor car. As we watch them roll around Fostron corner, you just pick it up there on the right-hand side of your screen now, the Origin oil on the side of that Lotus. Right, 10 laps, lights on, lights off, and away we go. Down into turn number 1. It is Steve Humble and Craig Jarvis that worked their way through turn number 1. Clinton Thorne is there in that third spot. That's the first 3 cars that worked their way out of 1. Racing now up the Tygerberg Straight towards Castrol Corner, and the 3 of them working their way through Castrol with, I'll have a look, it's either Kilbride, it is Kilbride or Retta. They've both got the same color cars that are sitting one behind each other, followed there by Andre Brink, and Brink has a stab up on the inside as they work their way through Interceptor.
Now you'll find right behind him will be Martin Prince as well in that orange and black Porsche. And then we have a whole horde of 350Zs as well. So watch them as they go down the straight. It is Humble making his way to turn 5 into the Pertamina Fastron section, and will run it down to the line to complete the first of 10 racing laps. Jarvis will follow suit.
Marco Retta's going very slow down that back straight, and he is in a trouble as he works his way into turn number 5. The leaders are making their way through turn number 1, heading up towards Castrol Corner, and it's all about Humble and Jarvis as you watch this field go through. Brink goes through, Prince is coming through, that is Boyson, and then right on his heels we should have Divan Lasmore. Yeah, it is Lasmore in that white car, and then right behind them we've got Gavin Gorman.
Yeah, coming into turn 2 now. Frankie, Gavin Gorman, don't count Gavin Gorman out in the VW Nardini 2-litre, and they'll be making their way out of the kink now and towards turn 3. They find themselves behind Boyson in 7th position, who is the tail end basically of that group of Class B cars. Humble leads Class S from Jarvis. Thorne is the Class A leader. Kilbride leads Class B from Brink, Prince and Boyson, and then Lasmore leads Class D at the present moment as well, and you'll have Gorman and Salomon in the Elf sports car right behind him.
Leaders going into turn number 1, Francis, it's Steve Humble, and Jarvis is there in that second spot as they come through. Then it's Thorne, and then we've got Kilbride and Prince coming through as well. And look at Brink. Oh, there's contact. There's contact between Kilbride and Brink there in turn number 1 as Prince makes his way through.
And they are stuck there at the moment, Frankie. They are going to be going nowhere, so no passing as Lasmore and Gorman come through. Here comes Eric Salomon now, and then it is going to be Torrente that will make his way through. Watch out there, Henny Bosman and Ray Farnham will all be in that group as well as Henny Trollope. But down the back straight we go. It's first and second, and into turn 5 will come our leader and second position as Humble will maintain his lead by just over 4 seconds in this race and have 7 laps left to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, that ball beam is on song as it makes its way through turn number 1. Then the Janetta of Craig Jarvis is in that second spot. Where is Clinton Thorne? Here comes Clinton Thorne under the Castle Bridge. That's Clinton, lovely machine that Clinton Thorne has got heading into turn number 1. Then we've got Martin Prince coming towards us. He's in that orange and black Porsche. And then the next car that will coming towards us, that will be Divan Lasmore. No, it's not. I lie. It's Boyson. And then Lasmore is side by side with Gavin Gorman.
Fantastic looking machine, that Boyson car there. Of course, the Lotus Exige, Frankie. And well, we just had a good battle here now between Lasmore in turn 1 versus the Nardini of Gavin Gorman. Gavin Gorman holding him accountable over there. And then also behind him, I see it looks like a move has been made that has come up that I think Torrente, who's a little bit further up, there's of course battling it out with Salomon at the moment. That will be a yellow flag for the duration of the race, looks like it.
Yeah, as the leader's working his way through turn number 1, that's Humble. You can hear that thundering Janetta working its way into turn 1. On the back of the screen, that white ball beam, that's race leader Steve Humble, also the chairman of the rallycross section. That is a fight between Lasmore and Gorman that you see going through your shot there. They're working their way down the backstraight. Then it's Lorenzo Torrente. He's the next man that's going through down into turn number 5. And the two of them are just there behind. They are side by side, the two of them that you see on your screen there. That is Lasmore and Gorman, and Gavin Gorman lost the track there for a while. Divan Lasmore in that 350Z wants to hang on to that position, and just ahead of them is a Lotus Exige of Philip Boyson.
2.7 seconds back of Boyson is Lasmore and Gorman, and they're pushing hammer and tongs over here. 10-10 racing as the yellow flags persist, of course, in turn one, as you'll see. That is that BMW there, of course, of the BMW. Name now, and Kilbride, and of course within Brink, they make their way through. The leaders make their way into turn one, across Winstall, making and blowing there, and onto that straight as they go. There's Eric Salomon, who will be lapped shortly by Steve Humble, initially entered in the Mallet, but now driving the pull beam.
Yeah, and Craig Jarvis, you see him, he's got to overtake one or two back markers. There is Craig Jarvis going through Castrol Corner with that lovely Janetta of his. We've got a couple of back markers. The next one should be Clinton Thorne. We're still waiting for Clinton Thorne. There's Jarvis coming through. Clinton Thorne, where's Clinton Thorne? He was in that third spot, Clinton Thorne. There he goes, making his way now into Castrol Corner.
Yeah, turn two, he'll make his way. Basically a lonely race for him, Frankie, because the next man behind him is 9.7 seconds back. That will be the Martin Prince car. And that's the black and orange Porsche. Boyson in fifth position, and 2.5 seconds back is Lasmore, but Gorman is still glued to the back of that Lasmore 350Z going through turn one right now. It's only a matter of time before another move is made. They'll make their way up to Castrol Corner. He looks on the inside, but that's going to be a closing gap that Lasmore has made for him, so he's going to have to be patient, and he's running out of laps. There's 6 laps gone, and then what happens is we'll have only about 4 laps left to go, including this one.
Well, if we stay on this fight, there's Boyson, there's Lasmore, and there is Gorman closing up on them. He's the leader. There he comes into shot. That's the pull beam of race leader Steve Humble, and he will close up onto this battle between Boyson, Lasmore, and Gorman as they work their way down the back lane. Here he comes up on their right-hand side. Lights are blazing. Oh, he does that out in there. Lasmore had no idea that Humble was there as he gets past them. Now he'll go after that man you see on your screen there, namely Philip Boyson.
Wow, look at how much ground he's making up just in a few meters over there, and he was having to slalom, Frankie, through the back markers and interrupting the Lasmore battle with Gorman. Yeah, they go down the straight now. I don't think Gorman is at all close enough here to make a move on Lasmore. He is not going to be able to do that, but remember, they cannot pass through turn one.
As we watch this slot, you must be careful because the Janetta is on its way. He'll catch this slot very quickly. The Janetta of Jarvis is working its way through turn number one. He's put a lap there on Torrenti, has Jarvis. As we watch Jarvis, that fight between Boyson, Lasmore, and Gorman is heading towards Interceptor Corner as Jarvis will be catching them pretty soon. There they come through. There is Boyson, there's Lasmore, there is Gorman, and I can guarantee you, if you can stay on this shot not far behind them, you will see the Janetta come through. We'll just hang on this shot. There he comes. And that's second place man, Jarvis, who's 13.8 seconds behind Humble when they started this lap.
They might have a few more red faces there as well, Frankie. He's also going to interrupt that battle between Lasmore and Gorman. Double wave yellows into turn 5 per Tamina Fastron. Somebody has gone farming.
Yeah, somebody has gone farming and he stayed there. Yes, I see. That's Prince. That's Martin Prince's car that's in trouble there on the inside of Fastron.
And Gorman is slowing, Frankie. He's coming into pit lane. He's got his hand up, and that's how unfortunate. That was our only close battle on the circuit. That's his race run, as now coming through the field, coming through the back markers, of course, is the Janetta of Craig Jarvis. He's now stuck there behind Lasmore, but he'll make quick, easy work of Lasmore on this short burst to turn 2 Castrol Corner.
Well, you'll be going after Philip Boyson on the Origin Oils Lotus Exige. There he comes. Here comes Jarvis, and he put that lap there on Devon Lasmore. He's got those headlights of that Janetta flashing, saying, come on, Philip, just hold your line so I can find a way past, which he does, heading towards turn number 4. But as we talk about him, we've got to pick up where the leader is, because he's nearly 15 seconds ahead of Jarvis.
Lovely sounding Porsche of De Roos coming through here as well as the leader starts his final lap of the race. He charges up now to turn 1, and well, he'll be putting a lap there on what looks like is that...
No, that's just one of the back markers that he overtook there.
Yeah, I think it's Brett. Okay, well, we'll find out soon, but this is the last lap of the race.
Yeah, there's second place man going through the shot now. That's the Janetta, LMP2 Janetta of Jarvis. Here is Philip Boyson coming through with Divan Lasmore in there behind him. We'll pick up the leader for you now. There is Clinton Thorne making his way down the back straight. And Clinton is in a very lonely third spot as he brings that motor car through turn number 5. But they're the leader, making his way towards turn 5. Fostron corner, all on his own. 18.1 seconds ahead of Craig Jarvis. He's Steve Humble in the pole beam. It's a super quick motor car. Lights are blazing. And Humble will bring it home in P1. Jarvis will finish in second, Byron, but it is a distant second for Jarvis, who is working his way through turn number 5, Fastron.
Yeah, there he comes now. I see Martin Prince also re-entered the race as well as... that's actually a 350Z that comes across the line now. I know Swaneveld, and then it is going to be Jarvis. Thorne, we'll look for him as well somewhere. Oh, and a spinner.
That's Boyson on the last lap, which means you lose that track position to Divan Lasmore. Here comes Lasmore to the line. He gets going again. So on track, Lasmore will get to the checkered flag just ahead there of Philip Boyson that crosses the line now.
Well, I think he was feeling the pressure there as well, Frankie, because I saw on the previous lap that Lasmore took a whole half a second out of Boyson ever since, of course, Gorman came into the pits.
But remember, that's 4 and 5. We're still waiting for P3, Clinton Thorne, to come to the flag, and he should be making his way into 5, all on his own. There he comes out of 5 now, out of Fastron. Now he's just crossed the line. He's just crossed the line. I just saw that back wing of the car. He's just crossed the line in that third position.
And it's just Henny Bosman, I think, had just come across the line. The likes of Ray Farnham doing likewise as well. So as far as things are concerned, Class S winner Steve Humble ahead of Jarvis. Thorne wins Class A, the only Class A car, as a matter of fact. Class D is won by Divan Lasmore in the 350Z. Boyson still wins his Class B. In 5th position, Torrente, the only man in Class X in the BMW. He will be in 6th position overall. And Eric Salomon will win Class C in the Elf sports car. Henny Bosman will finish 2nd in Class D. And that was the first of the Le Joubert Sports and GT car races.
Yeah, big thanks to Lime Property Management, the new series sponsors here, in conjunction with Smile 90.4 FM, and Lime has taken over the series sponsorship from Wingfield Motors. A big thanks to Johnny, what he done for us for 10 years, but now we started a new era with Clint and the team from Lime Property Management.